No matter what your body goals is, you probably have heard that calculating macros is the way. It is preached by bodybuilders and fitness enthusiasts, and it is claimed to be the most effective way to approach nutrition. I've been tracking macros for 2 years now, and here is my opinion as a nutrition specialist. First of all, what are macros? Macros is short for macronutrients, namely protein, fats, and carbs. Our body needs them in large quantities. That's where the macro comes from. These three are the cornerstone of our nutrition and have their own functionalities. Protein essentially consists of amino acids, which are the building blocks for everything in our body. Our cells, skin, muscle, literally everything. Carbohydrates are our primary energy source and are broken down into glucose in our body. Well, not all carbs, excluding fiber, because our body cannot digest it. Fats are essential fatty acids that are also necessary for energy, but also can help our body to produce and regulate hormones. All of these macronutrients are imperative for our body to function properly. But how does it differ from calorie counting? Well, calorie counting is focused on registering how many calories you consume throughout the day, while counting macros targets nutrients that you consume. With calories counting, you are simply managing the amount of potential energy you consume, which is inherently problematic in my opinion. For me, 100 calories of cookies are not equal 100 calories of meat. They provide completely different nutrients for our body and will have different effect on our hormones, energy, and satiety levels. Theoretically, they cost the same energy-wise, but they're not the same nutrition-wise. While if we look at cookies and meat through macros lens, you would evaluate the amount of carbs, fats, and protein and recognize their nutritional values. Should you start macro counting? As I said before, I've been tracking macros for 2 years consistently, and here is my take on it. My initial purpose to count macros was to lose fat while maintaining muscle mass. I've been very active all my life, was in the gym since 2013, and overall knew the fundamentals of good nutrition. But I could never get the results that I wanted. That's why I decided to try it out, and I calculated how many of each macronutrient I need, bought the kitchen scale, and downloaded the app. It was annoying at first, I'm not gonna lie. It took me a few months to get used to this whole process and make it a habit, but for me it was well worth it. First and foremost, I have learned so much more about nutrition. Before counting macros, I didn't know what each food gives me. I was so focused on calories and would always choose 20 grams of chocolate over a bowl of fruits or nuts. This habit has completely changed my mindset about food, and now I focus more on what the food will provide me with rather than just on the number of calories. Secondly, portion sizes became clearer to me. With time, I weighed so much food that now I can eyeball the approximate portion that I need to eat. Thirdly, I understood what works and what doesn't with my body particularly. After I started registering my macros, I could evaluate how I feel. For example, I learned that chocolate gives me water retention and acne, so I know what to expect the next day and make an informative choice. Without analyzing what I put into my body, I couldn't see how it affects me and was just rolling with it. While certain foods were not making me feel the best and I wouldn't realize it. Fourth, I finally can recognize what my body needs at the moment. After analyzing my nutrition and body's reaction, I'm able to better support and nourish it. If I'm low on energy or will have an intense demanding workout, I'll prioritize carbs and protein. Also, if I have a PCOS symptoms flare up, I will reduce my sugar intake and pay closer attention to fats probably. I'm happy that I can now listen to my body and help it whenever I can, instead of just leaving it as it is. I can say that it really worked very well for me, and now I do not have to count macros as such, because through this experience I was able to identify the nutrition that works for my body and bring joy to my mind. I have created new eating habits and I'm able to be consistent with them, So I think calculating macros is a good experience, but also it might not be for you. Firstly, if you have a history of disordered eating or an unhealthy relationship with food, counting macros may not be such a good idea. It could potentially exacerbate these issues and lead to obsessive or restrictive behavior around food. Also, if you have a medical condition that requires you to follow a specific diet, such as diabetes or kidney disease, it's really important to consult with a healthcare professional before starting to count macros. They can help you to determine the best approach to managing your condition and ensure that you're getting the proper nutrients. Also, if you're someone who doesn't enjoy tracking or find it too time-consuming or stressful, counting macros may not be the best fit for you. It's really important to find a nutrition approach that feels sustainable and enjoyable to you. In general, it's always a good idea to consult with a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian before making significant changes to your diet. Now, how do you calculate and track macros? There are a lot of tools online where you can put in your parameters, such as activity level and fitness goal, and it will do all the work for you. I will link the one I used in the description down below. Also, we have a little surprise for you. Actually, we created a free guide on tracking macros, which you can download for free by following the link in the description as well. You will have a PDF file that you can print out and have with you at all times, so it makes your life easier when starting to track macros. I hope you enjoy it, and now let's get back to the video. You can also modify your intake based on your needs. There are high protein, balanced, and other options which tweak the intake of specific macros. For tracking, I found Fat Secret more user-friendly, but a lot of people also use MyFitnessPal. If you would like to know how to use these apps, weigh your food, etc., comment down below and I'll make a separate video about it. If you found this video useful, don't forget to smash the like button so more people can see this video. It's super important for us and the algorithm. On this channel, me and my mom are sharing our experiences in achieving the highest quality of life through training, nutrition, and knowledge about our body. Consider subscribing to our channel if you are interested in these topics and would like to feel your best irrespective of your age. I will leave you here. I would like to thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!